Today we are going to learn the transcription and translation and its application in human life. We last lectures we have learned about the heredity changes, the evolutions of the heredity and the structures of DNA and various RNA. Now it is time to apply that knowledge in the present topic, that is translation. You know, the all human beings have different characters. We are different from the other species like pigs, the chicken, the lizard, the shark, and even all the species will give their own child, means light begets like. It is not like the, the means एक आदमी गधे को जन्म दे रहा है या घोड़े को जन्म दे रहा है. It's always the that a human being will always produce the human beings and a horse will always produce a horse. This all that happens is just because of some specific motion process which is called transcription. This is all because of the genetic information and the traits that we are representing, and the traits always move from one generation to next. Some only characters they will modify, and that's why some characters may be different from the parent to sibling. Means we will be many characters will be different from our parents, but maximum characters we will be similar with their our parents. Okay, this is what we are going to learn in this chapter. There is a transcription, how this happens. So the chromosome, which is the base of all this, you see the chromosomes is a long molecule. Are you seeing that chromosome? This chromosome is a long molecules which are with containing millions of base pairs, contain a portions of, but a certain portions of the chromosome codes for the protein, only some portion. These portions are expressed in characters, means the DNA, the chromosome which contains the DNA, which will be expressed in the forms of mRNA, and that will the process called transcription. That is the process called transcription, and this gene, this mRNA will ultimately translate it into protein synthesis. This the proteins will express our characters, and that is the gene expression, what we call this as a gene expression. So the first process we see the translation, transcription. The transcription is nothing but the process of formation of mRNA from DNA. This is a central dogma. That is that transcription and translation. The DNA forms RNA, RNA from the proteins, and the proteins will express our as a characters, that is called as trait. The RNA processing, with the RNA processing, RNA form. Okay, we saw that how will this happen. That is transcription. With the help of RNA, gene present in the form of DNA participate in the function of our cell body. That's why we are different from the other species. Information about the protein synthesis is stored in DNA, and synthesis of appropriate protein as per requirement necessary for the body will be formed by the process of transcription. The proteins are synthesized by DNA through the RNA. This is called as central dogma. Once again repeating the same sentence, that this is central dogma is what? DNA to RNA formation of mRNA. The mRNA as per produced was a sequence in the DNA. Okay, you know that there are two strands in DNA, and in mRNA there is single strand, and protein synthesis will occur only on a single strand of the DNA, on any one of the strand of the DNA. The DNA and RNA difference, you know that the RNA there is a uracil and adenine in the DNA. In your book there is a nice figure which is represent this same figure which is here shown. that is the, you see, the RNA polymerase is the red orange ball is RNA polymerase. Are you getting that? The red orange, this is whole is a RNA polymerase enzyme. This RNA polymerase enzyme breaks the DNA strand into two, separates the DNA strand from single strand, two strand that are attached to at the base pairs. They are separated, and on any single strand the protein synthesis starts. The nucleotides will be attached or separated, and this, as the strands start separating, the mRNA synthesis on this on any one of the strand will start. The mRNA formed in the nucleus is formed in the nucleus. This process occurs in nucleus, and after the forming mRNA, it will come outside of the nucleus. And next process of the transcription, translation, will be occurring in cytoplasm. Are you getting this? The mRNA form is in the form of codons, that is called triplet codon, because it contains 3 base pairs. For each amino acid there are 3 base pairs, and this discovery was made by the Govind Khorana, which is our NRI Indian NRI Indian, which who discovered the 10 triplets for the 10 amino acids. For his work he got the Nobel Prize. And now we see again, we come to our point that how this process actually happens. The next, all the structures of the different mRNA, tRNA are given here. You see, when the mRNA comes outside from this, you see the nucleus, from nucleus it is coming out of, after the forming the mRNA comes out of the nucleus. After coming out from the nucleus, this will go to the ribosome and attach the smaller unit. This, you see the smaller unit, and this is the larger unit. The smaller unit, it will attach the mRNA, and it will provide the binding site for the tRNA. The tRNA is in a clover leaf pattern. It has a amino acid binding site, this seal, and this is the mRNA binding site. After the attachment of mRNA, the next tRNA will come and will attach on the mRNA and the ribosome. How it will attach? There are a perfectly combination of codon and anticodon. Are you getting my point? What is codon and anticodon? The base pairs that for the amino acids that are present on mRNA is called triplet codon. Exactly opposite base pairs are attached to the tRNA that are called anticodons. These definitions are to be learned and are to be perfectly in your mind. Each mRNA made up of thousands of triplet codon. As per the messenger message on the mRNA, amino acids are supplied by the tRNA. The tRNA has anticodon site. Complementary means opposite to the sequence to the codon on the mRNA. This is called translation. The amino acid bought by the tRNA bonded together, they will bond together with the help of tRNA. During this process, ribosome keeps, this will act as moving, this will keep the moving. Next will attach, the provis will be attached and will form the bond and will release in the cytoplasm again. Empty tRNA will process out to the ribosome, and next tRNA will be attached. By this sequence, the ribosome keep moving mRNA to the next codon, to the next codon, and to the next codon. At the end of distance, there is one triplet codon. Okay, the starting and end have definite codons. The starting codon is called AUG, and stop codons are different. Stop codons are there, UAA, UCA. This to be learned from you. These codons will stop this joining of the next. This you will see the UAA, UAG, and UGA. These are the stop codons. This will stop the peptide bond, peptide chain formation. You see, these are the sequence: thymine, TAA, ECTG. This will mean triplet codons that will form the peptide change. During the process of ribosome, keep the moving mRNA from one end to other end with the triplet count. This is called translocation. Such many chains come together and many chains will be formed. These are the proteins which are formed from this translation. And these proteins, on the basis of these proteins, our characters are decided. Like proteins, which proteins? All enzymes are nothing but the proteins. Our cell membrane is made up of protein. Our hemoglobin is made up of protein. For single example, I will show you. When this, if in normal person all characters are just carried from one generation to next generation, it will nothing but a simple process that one normal person will exactly produce the normal person, but sometimes this will not happen. You see, the sickle cell is a disease of blood. Are you seeing these cells? These are the perfectly disc shaped cell. This one, but this is also a blood cell, but this is sickled, means चंद्रमा की तरह कर्व हो चुकी है ये, है ना. This is called sickled. This is a diseased cell. मतलब this is not useful cell. This will carry less oxygen to the blood. This will carry more oxygen to the blood. These are the normal cells, but these are the diseased cells. In normal individual, all cells are these types, means this disc shape. But in sickle cell, the cell will be sickled like this, sickling. ये दे सिकल में चंद्रमा, अब यहाँ पे निकाल के बताता हूँ मैं आपको. चंद्रमा, ये चंद्रमा है ना, तो ये चंद्रमा. और नॉर्मल कैसी सेल होती है? डिस्क शेप्ड. ये नॉर्मल सेल है. तो अगर ये सेल्स नॉर्मल अगर है तो सारे सीक्वेंस जो हम बता रहे हैं कि ये सारे सीक्वेंस परफेक्टली नॉर्मल इसमें आए हैं. इसमें सारे कोडॉन्स, सारे सीक्वेंस परफेक्टली नॉर्मल थे. पर क्या, पर हुआ क्या? इसमें म्यूटेशन हुआ. मतलब एक कोडॉन चेंज हो गया, मतलब एक बेस पेयर उसने अपनी जगह बदल ली. उसके वजह से पूरा कोडॉन ही चेंज हो चुका है. देखो, सिर्फ एक GAT बदलने से, TGA होने से पूरा सीक्वेंस ये रिप्लेस अगर हो चुका है किसी से, तो उसकी वजह से पूरा अमीनो एसिड ही चेंज हो जाता है. तो सिकल से नॉर्मल सेल में क्या होता है कि ग्लूटामिक एसिड कोड होना चाहिए पेप्टाइड चेंज में. ये देखो, सिकल नॉर्मल ग्लोबिन चेन, ये नॉर्मल ग्लोबिन चेन जिसको ट्रांसक्रिप्ट अगर करे उसने, ट्रांसक्रिप्शन होने के बाद, तो प्रोलीन, ग्लूटामीन और फिर लाइसिन, ये सीक्वेंस में अगर रहा, देखो प्रोलीन, ग्लूटामीन और लाइसिन ये सीक्वेंस में रहा, तो HB हीमोग्लोबिन परफेक्टली बनता है, जो कि गोल और डिस्क शेपेड. पर जैसे ही ये सीक्वेंस ये CUC है ना, ये अगर चेंज होके CAC हो गया, इसके वजह से वैलिन रिप्लेसमेंट आ जाता है. यहाँ पर देखो, ग्लूटामिक एसिड की जगह वैलिन आ गया. ये होता है 6 चेन. ये देखिए आपने फिर से, ये वैलिन जो कि चेंज हो चुका है ग्लूटामिक एसिड की जगह पे. ये तो ग्लूटामिक एसिड 6 चेन पोजीशन पे, और यहाँ पर ये वैलिन है. ये अकेले की वजह से पूरी चेन ही बिगड़ गई. उसकी वजह से प्रोटीन चेंज हो गया. तो वो प्रोटीन टेढ़ा मेढ़ा हो गया. अब टेढ़ा मेढ़ा प्रोटीन काम करेगा क्या? नहीं. तो दिस इज़ कॉल्ड अ म्यूटेशन. तो म्यूटेशन की वजह से, या एक में से कैरी, अगर सिकल अगर पापा रहा उसका, तो बेटा भी सिकल होने के चांसेस रह जाते हैं इसमें. समझे ना? Many nucleotides of the gene changes its position that causes the minor changes, which is called mutation. and this what happens in the sickle cell anemia. In many areas the sickling or thalassaemic cells are helpful, like they will not affected by more often by the malaria. That is why sometimes it's called it is adaptation, not natural adaptation in our cell, that in Asian countries where the malaria is uh, so so many cases of malaria, this will help to reduce the infection. This will not allow the malarial parasite to enter the cell. In this situation, this is helpful. Otherwise this is bad for our health because it will carry less oxygen. This is what mutation causes genetic disease like sickle cell. This is all nothing but the process of transcription. If you have any problems, please ask.